So,
Going
for the
on, I have Akshay here, Akshay PMP. Now we can see his certificate, who recently achieved, at least 3 days back, you achieved Akshay, 3 or 4 days back?
yeah, last Thursday, 30th July.
Third, okay, great. So what happened is Akshay did PMP and he was so consistent on his preparation. Of course, he has multiple certificate with him. He says Agile Certified and Scrum Product Owner. He has a lot of certifications. On top of that, now a cream layer is PMP, which says, hey man, I hold other big certificate in the world, right? That's a good thing. So first of all, congratulations for Akshay for achieving that. I know achieving PMP is not that easy in a sense of consistent amount of preparation is needed and also good amount of willpower to go for the exam is very needed. So with this, congratulations to Akshay from ShriLearning and the team. And we'll be so eager to listen from you. How was your preparation? Or what is the model of exam you picked? Yes, Akshay.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Sriram, and entire ShriLearning team for all the required support. To talk about my preparations, initially I like gone through the Rita book multiple times. Then I started solving the questions chapter by chapter, and then I used to share my progress with Sriram to just have that sync up that where which is the area where I should target. And then suddenly after that immediately I started with solving the practice questions from the question bank. That gave me confidence that same question, same concept can be asked in different ways or different language, and how to tackle those scenarios for that particular keyword. So that also I used to analyze my answer with the explanation, because in the answer keys there were explanations referring to PMBOK, this section number 2.6, page number 43 or whatever. So
Right.
unknowingly, I was also like referring to PMBOK, not exactly the PMBOK book dedicatedly, but that was like adding in my knowledge repository. After that, almost I solved around 2,000 questions, which are available
2000 questions? Oh
in
man.
fact in that repository, and then with explanation. So
Yeah.
that was like another story. If my answer is correct, why my answer is correct. If my answer is wrong, why if there is any gap in my understanding or what is expected.
Right.
And that also as you start practicing the questions, you will habituate with to capture that keywords into the question, because
Right.
that that saves your time in the exam. And
Right.
that exactly happened with me in the exam. I was able to complete my exam at least 20 minutes before,
Mhm.
and none of the questions were like more than four liners, but
Okay.
it was like twisted. And the main focus area was change management, project charter,
Okay.
closing out the project, and mainly quality and risk, that like combination.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah, yeah. So that was the like main key aspect, because many of the questions, though it was not related to directly change management, but the options given that what is the impact of the change or whatever. So accordingly, you can filter out. I
Got you.
got almost 5 to 6 questions on network diagram, where I actually had to draw on my whiteboard.
Uh, Hey, was it a tough one? I know you took an exam in with a computer with a
Yeah,
whiteboard. Was it
yeah,
easy to draw the network diagram?
yeah. So a couple of days before, I actually practiced that whiteboard. So by taking some examples from Predcast.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that I completed 7 Predcast tests as well, one by
Hmm.
one. So all the tests, the test number 6 and 7 was like the difficulty level was very high, and the final exam was like little bit more than seventh exam.
Hmm.
Though questions were like small, but the difficulty level was that high.
Got you. Got
And
you.
yeah, yeah, and actually when I was giving like test 6 and 7, I was actually using whiteboard when I got some questions on network diagram. So in the
Okay.
network diagram, I had to initially draw the actual diagram, Then I had to find out what was the critical part, and there were questions that what was like float for this particular node. So
Got it.
if the concept was that if your node is on your critical path, there the float is zero. So that
Uh,
helped me. So within 3 minutes, I was able to solve that critical path question.
cool,
That was the
man.
longest time I spent. Uh, the rest of the
Right.
thing, it was quick. And
Perfect.
one more thing, once you finish the exam, you will get that message, congratulations or whatever. So I was confused. Whether have I done my exam or any further action is required. So I asked the proctor what should be the next step. So that person only replied, "Hey man, you are not supposed to take any photographs. You are not supposed to use your mobile. You are done from your side. You have to wait. You'll get confirmation." Because sometimes in like excitement we tend to do some wrong action.
Right.
That may like kill your all the hard work.
The results, I know. I
Yeah,
generally tell that if you see the congratulations, stay happy, inform the invigilator and let them close the application. Then within a few
correct,
minutes, go to Pearson site. There, all results will be there, which you can
correct.
download, click pictures, whatever you want to do. You can do.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know.
I guess we did, Sriram. I guess after that we connected and we tried to because I that person said that you will get email on your registered email ID. I was
I
just
know.
refreshing email for
I know
next
you
one.
are refreshing for some time, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Where is the email?
I did not have any proof whether I have completed, cleared, because just seeing that congratulation message, it was sometimes it's
True,
confusing.
true. No, that's not easy. Hey, by the way, now how much of a mathematical questions you got in cost management? You found a lot of
Yeah,
questions?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Almost 15 questions, but those were not straightforward. So it's not like that you have to calculate CPI or PCP or whatever. So based upon the calculation, you had to come to conclusion whether
Twist and turn
yeah,
like
yeah. So they have given me like BSc, then your AC, then your EV,
human.
and they asked me to calculate TCPI, and based upon TCPI value, you have to judge. But
Uh-huh.
I used one trick.
Uh,
So there was like four options. That what is your TCPI, whether it is good or bad. So I
okay.
calculated CPI.
Okay.
So based upon the CPI, if it is less than one, uh, it is about like we have to consider some additional budget.
Right. Over
If
budget.
over budget, so
Okay.
definitely my TCPI will be like greater than one in that case. So I did not calculate rest of the calculation. I based upon this findings, I simply said yes, my project is not at all under control. That
Sweet.
happened. Yeah, so that happened because based upon the practice questions, because, because it
Understand.
was risk from my side. Now completing the calculation, I was jumping into like conclusion. So, but
Okay.
that
Okay.
helped, and within 2,000 questions, these scenarios were covered, and some of the new concepts like there was like question directly based upon the three sigma.
Uh-huh.
What is the value of three sigma? I guess we never discussed because uh, one sigma, two sigma, three sigma, and six sigma. These are the like steps. But
Right.
again, in the around 2,000 questions, there was one typical question with,
Uh,
on similar line, and in that explanation, they have given all these values. So
okay.
definitely, it will help. So the questions and answers, because concept will remain concept. That is like my basic agenda. What I
Right.
understood. If you
Right.
read it from PMBOK, if you read it from your notes or Rita or any head first, any book, you can
Right.
say, or any internet material.
Got
But
it.
the way that question is asked in different language, different meaning. Because I got couple of questions based upon rolling wave planning
Uh,
and progressive elaboration.
right.
So you have to differentiate what because both by naked eye both options are like going into same direction, but you
Yes.
have to filter out based upon
Perfect.
the situation.
Hey, which subject area you found drilling was very high? Procurement, risk, change,
Risk,
risk management?
yeah, in the questions during my final exam. Because they ask like what is like probability impact related matrix plus a graph, which graph will we use,
Okay.
simulation techniques used. So the question in that direction, including change.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Yeah, another one question comes up is when we practice exam, the language they use here, and is it
Mhm.
somewhere equivalent to what you see in PMI exam also, or the language is very hard?
Little bit,
The
little bit.
terminology they use.
Yeah, most of the questions were like in line with what I saw in
Practice.
webcast. Yeah, webcast. But only some keywords were like twisted.
Right, right. I know they give a short question, but it will have a lot of meaning in that. Right.
And the comma where they have given that comma. So it's like situation, comma,
Yeah.
now the next keyword. So you have to understand between these two words what
Okay.
exactly they're asking.
Yeah. Did you use any functionality like a strikeout option?
No,
And
no, no. It was in my mind.
but good
Yeah,
man, you completed in 3.5 hours. It's a good
yeah,
speed. Well and good. So
yeah,
you took a break also, 10 minutes break.
yeah. I took 7 minutes of break,
Okay.
and fortunately, what happened with me, I completed my 16 test bit early. My
Oh,
slots was like from 4:30 to 8:30. I logged in at 3 a.m. in the morning,
okay. Okay.
and I finished with my system test on all physics. And immediately the professor said, "You can start with your exam."
Okay.
So
See, they
I
won't chat with you, right? They won't talk to you. They only chat.
no, no, no. So they will simply message you, and this
Message will give
photographic,
PM.
yeah. And I did not get any message. I only like once the exam is finished, I pinged him.
Yeah, they keep observing
Okay.
us. Right? Anything
Yeah,
good
yeah, yeah.
on, they'll be
Correct,
watching what you're doing. If anything wrong
correct.
you do, they'll tell you.
Correct. And guys, just a suggestion based upon the like, lesson learned. Uh, you should not use your mobile hotspot because mobile
Mm-hmm.
hotspots you should have your dedicated connectivity because
Yeah.
during the system test, what network you use, they expect same.
Yeah.
And yeah, and same should be followed. And there are some like what you can say some prerequisites they have already mentioned.
Yes, yes.
You should
Wi-Fi
not
is used. You
yeah
should not.
Wi-Fi. We should not breach those like
Yeah.
conditions
Yeah.
because they have
Yeah.
all the rights to cancel your exam.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's right. Well, that's good. Now you're a top 2% with a great achievement. Now you're going to achieve more going forward with this certificate. Yeah, it's a stepping
yeah,
stone for your growth. One
yeah,
thing I found with Akshay is the word I have to tell consistency. The day one the class started from after the class, what will happen is the group's strength will start declining. Some will go very fast, some will go very slow. Akshay was the day one at the same speed he was maintaining preparation, sharing the scores, what is he doing, and you keep the transparency. That is very important, right? With the
yeah.
coach, you have to maintain the transparency.
Correct.
Where I am,
Yeah,
going right
yeah,
or wrong.
yeah. And definitely it is fine if you score like five wrong in out of 10. But you
Mhm.
should understand why my five answers were correct and why I
Perfect,
was wrong in the
perfect.
five.
Yeah, that's very important. That's very important. Okay, okay. Actually, you do rock climbing also.
No. This
Behind you, I saw something.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah. It's a wallpaper.
I hope it's a wall sticker. It's not a
Yeah,
real.
it's a wall sticker. No, no, don't worry.
I found when you get both the PMP, you start doing rock climbing.
No, 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 not at all.
Cool, man. Good job. I'm so proud and happy for you. And keep rocking
Yeah,
with me in
yeah,
other also. Agile.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And
Yeah.
it's I'm fortunate that I got like coach like you who is always supportive and I guess we had that one day before, right? And my date was not like pre-planned, right?
Yeah.
I booked one day before,
Yeah.
and I got confused that should I go for online exam or should I go for center. Actually, I on the last day before booking the slot, I
Uh-huh.
checked what all centers are available in Pune because Pune is like hitting by this corona very badly. And I
Okay.
found couple of centers, but they were like far away from my place, around 20 kilometers. I I pinged you, right? And this is the situation.
Some days back, or at least months back, people take exam only in the center. So I completely know that when this person is going to take the exam. But now with the online came in, I don't know who is taking exam when. Somebody says some date, and suddenly they
Yeah.
share to clear the exam. Hey, when you took, are you pre-qualified exam? And the day of the exam, will call them. Did you took the exam? No, I pushed 2 months later. So
Oh,
it's
correct,
like,
correct.
but online one benefit is you keep changing the date, right? They don't
Yeah,
charge for that now. In a way, it's good.
yeah. And again, if you are taking like online exams, so preferably you should go a bit early in the morning. But
Ah,
that is the time where you will get pin drop silence from like
that's
5 to 10 or some.
So your network will be good. If
Yeah,
peak starts, many start using the network and
correct,
internet and have some trouble.
correct,
So
correct.
it's okay.
Yeah,
Good shot. I know you made it by 4:30 a.m. in the morning.
yes.
Okay, early morning hours. That's a good shot you made. Fantastic, Akshay PMP. I'm so proud and happy for you. Good wishes from ShriLearning. Keep rocking.
Thank,
See
thank
you
you,
good
sir.
and fast. Right? Keep
Definitely.
on. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
thank you. Yeah.
Bye. All the best. All the best.